Taking your cats on vacation sounds cute, right? Now, let's rewind that thought. Well, there's panic, chaos, flying fur in your car, and car seats with scratches. And sometimes end up finding that your cats are more popular. We found out the perfect and majestic pet-friendly Airbnb in the scenic hills of Wayanad in Kerala, and decided to take our cats for their first vacation, along with a 6-hour road trip from Bangalore, until Misha jumped off the terrace of the Airbnb. Talk about crazy first trip. In this video, we will cover the beautiful pet-friendly property, experience and tips of having a road trip with 2 cats, and share the first skydiving adventure of Misha. I mean, jumping off the terrace. So stay tuned till the end. But before we hop on the car and start with the road trip, we need to pack our cat's travel pack. Let's see, what do we have in our cat luggage? Cat dry food, cat wet food, cat treats, cat litter and tray, pet wipes, cat toys. Bonus tip, pack emergency meds. Got an anxious kitty? Calming collar might save your sanity. After packing all the items, it was now time to pack up Misha and Zoey in their carrier and start our 6-hour road trip. And here we begin our chaotic road trip. Both the cats were anxious and moved around the whole car, trying to demand explanations why their weekend mood was being spoiled when they could have just slept peacefully at home. As our journey continued, both of the cats settled down a bit. Sometime later, Misha settled on my lap. But due to constant slipping because of leg movement, meant she switched to the co-passenger seat, while Zoey grumpily adjusted in the back seat. We took a mid-journey stoppage to have some breakfast, although the restaurant did not mind cats, but we kept them in their carrier due to the rush at the place. Next, we stopped for fuel. Turns out the petrol pump staffs loved the cats in back seat and decided to turn in paparazzis while the cats posed for some clicks. But we didn't get any cat discount. After around 6 hours, we finally reached the location. The property is called Casa de Amor, which means house of love, and we immediately fell in love with the house just by seeing the big front lawn along with a gazebo and a small pond. As soon as we opened the front door, we came across a huge living room. At the center of the area was a pretty chill lounge area with a big hookah in the center. Talk about hospitality. We let out the cats to explore, but they looked to be searching for a safe place to hide in a new setting. To help the cats settle, we chose a room and kept their items in a room so that they can smell their familiar smells. We also kept the cupboards open so that they hide in the cupboards. But Zoey managed to find some unexpected hideouts. Slowly, after some time, the cats started feeling comfortable and started coming out of their hidings. We decided to give them food to comfort them. They hardly had eaten anything during the journey, so they would have been hungry. To entice them, we offered them their favorite wet food. And boy, did they gulped it down. We set up their water fountain to get them hydrated in the hot summer because a hydrated kitty is a happy and curious kitty. So after refueling and hydrating themselves, Misha and Zoey settled for some rest in the cupboard, and a solid dump later, they were ready to explore their room. And now finally, after a couple of hours, Misha was ready to explore the entire house. Zoey also did explore, but much later on. So, now let's give you a tour of this wonderful property with Misha and Zoey. The two cats took completely different routes into going into the common space. Misha marched into the room unapologetically, while Zoey opted for a more stealth-based approach. So here's the second bedroom. Oh, where's Zoey? Turns out she has went back to her room after all that stealth. We already have covered our first bedroom, Zoey. Never mind, let's just have a look around in the second bedroom with Misha. Look who's back again. Zoey is showcasing this beautiful decor outside the room. Oh yes, that closed door is the third bedroom, which we will see later. That's not the only path, Zoey. You can walk in directly too. And yes, this is the first room that we encountered while entering. Comfy sofa and great decor to give warmth and coziness to the room. We love this beautiful light, bringing the mood lighting of a fireplace in the room. Now, let's go to the central attraction. The hookah place? No? Oh, okay. Zoey, we already have covered the entrance room. And yes, that's the dining area. And we are heading for a kitchen tour. A fully functional kitchen with fridge, microwave, gas, and utensils. Behind the kitchen, there's a decent utility area with wash basin and an automatic washing machine. There's a door and staircase to the terrace too, but we will come back to it later. Because next is the central area of the property, the hookah place. Extremely well-designed seating area, with cushions for floor seating and covered by just a glass rooftop, allowing maximum vibes. Also, the hookah pipe length is optimized to reach at each corner of the space. By the way, before heading into the room Misha went to, Zoey is reminding us to check out the small study room next to the kitchen and a TV area in the living room, with a center showpiece of probably an Egyptian cat god. The warm lighting adds so much element in the TV room. And finally, we head into the most spacious master bedroom with an attached entertainment room with a view and a bar counter. Talk about making most of the settings. These huge glass windows provide you a lush green view outside while you sip on your drink watching TV or just looking outside. Needless to say, Misha and Zoey loved this room and spent most of their time into this room. Now, let's check out the master room bedroom area. With a huge bed in the center of the room and huge windows just in front, it provides you the perfect holiday view when you get up in the morning. And surprise, surprise, we also have a jacuzzi in the bathroom attached. Talk about the perfection relaxation. Misha did check out the bathtub, but Zoey stayed far away from it. Finally, we moved to the terrace. Remember the backside stairs of kitchen? Yeah, it leads to this beautiful space on top, which a nice seating area with a patio area to enjoy a morning tea. Too many guests? Just sit anywhere on the beautiful grass carpet and feel relaxed. The terrace offers a view into a dense stand of coconut trees, and this lush green foliage of the coconut trees creates such a vibrant and relaxing atmosphere. We took Misha on the terrace, and that's when disaster struck. She spotted a pigeon, locked in, tail twitching, and she leapt. The pigeon ducked, but Misha was committed, and she fell off the terrace into the area behind in the dense grass. I jumped after her, carefully tracing my path over the terrace boundary, and luckily found her quickly and then carried her back. Talk about a nerve-wracking moment. Phew! By the way, this is the locked room that we had missed earlier, the third bedroom. And to be honest, Misha loved this room more than her own room, as she spent much of her time in this room making new friends. But yes, we wouldn't like you to depart without seeing this gorgeous private space outside the home with a cozy gazebo and a cute little pond. A perfect place for that evening tea and snacks, which looks even more gorgeous at night. So overall, Misha gives the property 5 out of 5 for adventure. Zoey gives it a solid 3. The minus points for her emotional turbulence. If you're planning a trip with your floofs, this place is worth it. Safe, calm, and Misha tested. That's the wrap on our Wayanad adventure. 1 majestic Airbnb, 1 terrifying leap, and 2 very opinionated cats. If you're traveling with pets, this place is a gem. Spacious, furball friendly, and chaotic, only if your cat jumps. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment your favorite part, Misha's leap, Zoey's careful exploration, or the massive, gorgeous property. Also, don't forget to share your fun adventures with your pets. Until then, travel safe, keep the terrace locked, and give your floofs a treat from us.